Hi, welcome to Lawrence Holberg website training. This is one of the grand finale videos uh, that is going to help you lay out a larger page similar to the home page style here. You'll notice here that it has what's called a big slide up here. It actually slides here. This is nothing more than a slider that has the three here and the larger images here that all pull from articles or categories. Okay, so it could pull from all categories or it can pull from a single category, and it has the slide functionality capabilities. Nothing too intimidating. Grabs the titles from the articles, and that's it. So it's just basically a slider that pulls from categories and articles. No big deal here. Sorry about that. My screen is refreshing. I do suggest as we go through this homepage and building a homepage that you watch the other 9 videos first. If you have not watched all 9 of the previous videos, you may have a little tougher time with this and understanding how this particular one works, because it is a compilation of all the other internal blocks within the site. For example, if you go to features and you go to content, you'll notice here that you have different block layouts. Okay, and you have up to 9 different types of block layouts. We did go over those in the video training video called category module layouts. You want to make sure you watch that one. Okay, now all we're doing now is we're now combining these blocks and doing more than just one block on one category page, but we're adding multiple blocks now to one page. So we're going to step it up, and so we're going to build a home page with multiple blocks and category blocks, including sliders. So this is a block here. It's called a block slider. Okay, that's one row. Then you'll notice here you have another row of content. On the left hand side over here you have a block titled Don't Miss. It does have the Ajax scrolling, and it does include several categories: beauty, get inspired, health and diet, with the drop downs here, and with the Ajax sliders. It does come with a right sidebar here, and then if we scroll down, we have another row here. This row here has a block on the left titled Text and Gadgets. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts in it with an inline ad underneath it. And on the right over here on the sidebar we have another block called Latest Reviews in the sidebar position. Now some of these are actually a mixture of the widgets in the sidebars, and some of them are actually laid out on this actual home page, and we're going to see that in a few minutes. We have another row here, block on the left, called travel guides, titled Travel Guides. It has categories with articles built into it, pulling from the article database. No big deal. We have a block over here, a slider block. We discussed that as well in creating sidebar widgets. If you haven't looked at the video creating sidebar widgets, you want to take a look at that. That's a prerequisite to this so that you can understand this tutorial a little bit better. And let's go down to another row. Now notice here that this is a row, this is a row, this is a row, this is a row with 2 columns, left and right sidebar, and this is a row. So we're basically breaking this page down into rows, and each row has a couple columns. Sometimes the columns are 2/3, the left over here, and a third on the right on the sidebar, broken into 2/3 and a thirds. And sometimes they could be different. We're not going to do major customization. We're just going to keep it the way it is. And then we have in each one of these are blocks. Okay. And over here we have an advertising block, and we have an editor's pick block over here, a little small one. Then we have a advertising row with an inline ad. Then another row called latest articles. Random post on the right. Notice the titles here. And then we have that's done. Then we have pagination on this one. There's a lot of articles on this one, pagination. So you can see here this one doesn't have the little slider. Okay. This one does. This one does. And this one does here. And so in order to build these sidebar blocks, we've actually created that and showed you how to do that on custom pages. But this is all one page. And so now let's go look at what it would take to make a page style like this one. Okay. First thing you want to do is you want to go into your pages in the back office. We're going to create add new page. Now we can create a custom. We'll say we can create a custom one, or we can build off and modify one that's already been created. I would suggest not going custom route and just taking one, modifying it, a template, and then renaming it. So we're going to say Lawrence's custom home page build. Okay, and we're going to click here. You've got to click the backend editor, this Visual Composer here. Click that. Okay, and you want to, instead of going adding rows and adding elements and building one custom, which you could very well do, you just add a row here, and then you would add blocks. You would add like block 1 over on the left. Okay, title it, etc. Let's just go ahead and do one right fast. You would choose the category it's going to pull from. Okay, you could filter out certain categories. You can make multiples, but then filter categories number 1 and 2. Leave the rest. You can filter it by the tags that you used for the category. That's a way to get some kind of individual type, category listings, so that you could get 3 or 4 instead of just having one or all. You can sort them by latest created. You can filter it by author. Filter out authors. If you have different authors in some of the articles that you have and that you're showcasing, filter those out. You can hide block content. You can hide the title if you want here. If you hide the title here, the block title, you could go down here and create a custom title for this block. And notice here they kind of did that on this page. They kind of did don't miss. See how they did that? That's not a category name. No, neither is Techs and Gadgets. That's not a category name either. Neither is Travel Guides. That's not. Well, actually, those are Techs and Gadgets. Even though this is called Tech, they called it Techs and Gadgets. Travel Guides, that's right. But obviously, Don't Miss is not one. Don't Miss. Okay. So then you would put Don't Miss in this place right here. You can leave the default styling here. I probably would suggest that. And then you want to use Ajax for the sliders, and then pagination. You want to go next on it. That gives it the little arrow here, right here, allows you to go next type thing here or back. And so we would do that. Click Save. Okay, now you have a block 1. Now you would choose the custom layouts. You would have here, in this case, we're just going to do one row, custom row. You would have, where am I looking at here? We would want to go with a sidebar like this, except we'd want to switch it. Put this would be a sidebar on the left. This would be a sidebar on the right. And we could do something like that. And then on the right, on the sidebar here, we would probably do another block. Okay, do a block 3. Okay, choose category 2. Okay, only post maybe one article. So we'll show the title. We can change the header color, which would change the color around the text. Okay, custom text there. Okay, we're just going to build one row, and then we're going to show you the easy way, just so you can kind of get a better understanding here. We do want to go load pagination with the arrows. Click Save. Okay, and let's go up here to the block right. Now we want to use home page with. We can go blank here. We'll try a few of these as well. And for now, let's just go ahead and click Publish. Okay. Now we want to view the page here, so we're gonna have to temporarily just do index1.php. We have a redirect on the home page, which makes us have to manually type in this here. And you can see here we've created a page. It has a sidebar on the right that has a scroller, Ajax scroller here, and then on the left here we have a category over here. Now let's do all categories on that one, that block. Let's edit this block so that we can see more articles. Let's go all categories and make sure down at the bottom we're using the next previous Ajax call. Come back, refresh the page. Now that we have more articles here, this is what we see. Okay, so let's go look at the page, refresh it. There we go. Here is our slider here. Okay, We don't have a whole lot of articles based in here. Let's go look at our settings again here. Go to block, click the little edit icon, all categories, there's no filters. We sort by the latest, no author filters. We show title. Okay. We limit the post. We don't want to limit the post. There we go. That was our limit. That's what was going on. We want to make sure this is 25. We want to show a lot. Okay. We don't want to offset the posts, and we want to. This was the custom title we used. Okay, and we use the default style for the title. We showed all sub child menus as well. We are using Ajax. We are using the next and previous Ajax. Let's change the header color. Let's make this blue. Okay, and let's make the text color white, real close to white. And I don't like this blue, so let's come in here. Let's do something that matches the template. There we go. Click save. Make sure you update your page. Come back here now, and we should see many more articles in this block now. Refresh the page again. I may have refreshed too fast here. And there we go. Yeah, I don't think we have that many articles here. Oh, this is what it is. It's showing all the articles now this way. And it looks like a lot of our articles, because this is a demo template, actually have the same pictures, which is actually messing us up. So we do want to show 5 in each block. Update that. It just so happens to be that a lot of the articles are using the same types of pictures here. Fractured image defect, because I was looking at the images. The title names are different. Notice that's basics of HDR. Let's go one more time. Then this is the actual different title. So these are actual different articles. I was looking at the images. So it is scrolling appropriately and pulling all of the articles from all categories. So it is working. On the right here we have a block. It's called block 3. We did limit the number of articles showing at one time to 1. Maybe we can go 3 on that, make it a little bit taller. Okay, click update, come back right fast, so that proportionally speaking it matches the height. It's a little taller. Maybe we'll probably do 2. 1 might work as well. It's up to you. So you'll have to work with each one of these rows now, and I would definitely suggest making them symmetrical, because remember we build these row by row. So if you were to build another row, and you built it here, you would have this space here underneath here. Now you could add underneath, if you did three articles on this right hand side, okay, and you did have this space down here, you could add an advertising block. Now you basically hit the plus icon here in this column, and you would go add box. Okay, and you would choose an advertisement. You could do a custom ad here, content top, content bottom, you would choose. Okay, and the advertising would then show in this space right here. An example of that is, let's go look down, let's scroll down. These rows are pretty even, however they did have some space here, and look what they did. They added an advertisement underneath one of their blocks in this space. They used a 728 by 90, so you can add one there as well, inline content. Okay, there were some other options as well. Now if you want to, you can actually move these blocks, drag and drop them, just so you know, and you can also simply delete them here. Click OK, delete, and you can also completely delete rows by deleting there. Okay, update the page, come back, and that row should be gone. Okay, so we just basically built a custom row real quick. Now we have a blank page. So let's go back now, and let's go to our templates, and let's go to the template design homepage, Magazinely. Click on it. Click outside over here. Okay, let's save current page as template. Let's go back. Save current page as template and name it differently. Okay, Lawrence's custom home page. Okay, click OK. Now you have a template that's based upon Magazinely, but you're going to customize it. That way, if you ever want to go back to this template, then you could reuse it again if you ever made a mistake or you wanted to go back from scratch. Now, let's go ahead and click update this, and let's go see what that one looks like. Click refresh. Alright, now we have a sidebar over here. We have a gallery slide right here. which takes the featured images from the articles, makes them a slider. Then we have a latest video block over here, which is it says gallery slide here. It looks like we have four posts here in this spot. 1, 2. I'm looking on the right sidebar. 3. So there's 3 posts here. And we have a popular videos block here with 5 posts. We have a load more here, okay, which actually pushes this down. We have another load more here, which actually pushes that down, and you can continue loading that way. Okay. Then we have another block here that's missing a title. It has the Ajax scrolling here. Then we have 2 more blocks missing titles here. We have another gallery slide here, another social over here. It looks like they almost doubled the page up. Okay, another block over here, and you get the point. Okay, now this is actually almost similar to an infinite scroll type. Looks like they're actually kind of duplicating a lot of the same types. You may or may not like this. Let's go add a. You have an infinite scroll here. You can go and look at that. You have a home page type as well. So, but for the sake of this tutorial, let's go ahead and look at some of this. Let me go ahead back to the top. Sorry, the computer's freezing up here. Let's go back to the top here. Come on. You can do it. Refresh this page. Okay. Alright, reload it. Yes. Okay, now. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's loading the Visual Composer. And I'm going to go ahead and templates. I'm going to click Load Template Homepage. I'm going to close this one out. Delete that. And I'm going to load template page. I may have to delete these blocks here, or start over if I'm going to switch out the templates here, and it is freezing the page. So let's just go ahead and let's say, for example, you did want to start over. This is actually probably good training. Okay. Let's reload the page right fast. Looks like it is freezing. If that's the case, let's see what we got now. Okay, let's say I want to load a different template and I wanted to start over. I didn't like this template. Let's go back out to all pages. Okay, and let's go ahead and copy this title here because we're going to reuse it. Go ahead and trash this page. Add new. Click the title. Click back in editor. Okay, use the home page template, which I actually like better. Home page template. Save it. Okay. Lawrence's home page build template. Okay, come over here on the template here, choose home page with article list. You could use home page blank. Click publish. Okay, click refresh. Let's go back here, change the name, text1.php. Okay, there we go. Let's try this one more time. You can do it. Give me one more second. I need to get outside that. There we go. That should click. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Oh, it's 169. The page doesn't exist anymore. Let's go back. Now let's try 169. There we go. 158, we deleted that number, that page ID, so it's gone. Okay, here we go. So now here is our new homepage build, Lawrence Custom Homepage build. Okay, and we have a big slider up here. Okay, and now let's say we wanted to add a title to this page, something in this space up here above this. What we would do is we would add a row. Okay, typically when you add a row, unfortunately it goes to the bottom. Okay, so then you would want to take this row, this was the row that we added, and drag it to the top, above the big slide. There we go. Boom. And in here you want to add a text block. Okay. And you wanted to say this is Lawrence's new website, and you wanted to make that the title or a subtitle for your page, your home page. You could make it bold here, and design options. There you go. This should be fine. Theme defaults here, and um, let's see. In the text, we want to make this an H2 for a title. Okay, H2. Click save. Click update. Come back, and you could then add a title there with an H2 tag. You could use H1 through H5, similar to what I did for titles. H1 being the biggest, H5 being the smallest, and they would be similar to that proportionally. Now, when you start customizing the site, notice that there is some extra space up here. You may have to fight some of the code and some of the design, so you may want to have me add that design, but I wanted to just basically show you that you could add additional blocks and rows to the existing page builds. So let's look at this one more time. Let's go ahead and delete that row here, because those rows can include photo galleries. They can include custom text blocks, but right now we're just going to build around our article base. This is a big slide. It's actually a slider here. That content, let's say for example you wanted to add 2 of them in a row. In this column here, shaded gray, you would hit the plus sign and you would add another one right here, a big slide, and you literally could add several of them in a row. Okay, let's go ahead and delete that one, and let's go back to big slide and let's edit the big slide. Okay, it's pulling from all categories here. The latest articles doesn't have any filters on it. There's no autoplay time here. We could change it to 5 if you want it to autoplay. It's saying limit the post number to 8, and let's click save, update, come back to the home page, and let's look at our big slide again. Okay, now you can choose more than 8 if you want, and let's see if it does the autoplay here after about 5 seconds. There we go. It's sliding now. Hit the sliders. Most people probably won't see the sliders, so the autoplay feature might be nice. Okay, you may not like the big slide. It may take up too much space on your home page. That decision will be up to you. Okay, let's go back and remove the autoplay on it. I think I probably personally wouldn't use the autoplay. Too much going on. Besides, someone's trying to read the articles, it could lose them, but it's up to you. So let's go back now. We have that's the big slide. That's one row right there. And notice how that is in a row, and you could actually move these rows like building blocks. That's one row right there, and the row is full. See the full width? This would be two columns. This would be 3 columns, 2/3 and a third. This would be 3 columns, 3/3, 4 columns, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So 1/4, 3/4, and then you could literally build out accordingly. Now if we change this to half and half, then we would be able to add something in the right column, but both would be contained within this row, and the next row wouldn't start until after that. So this is simply, let's go back, change the custom layout back to full screen, full width, okay, which would be 100% of the width, 1 out of 1. Okay, let's go to our next row. In our next row we have block 1, block 2, block 1, add box, and block 2. Then we have a widgetized sidebar. Now let's go look. Notice there is no sidebars here because it says it's widgetized sidebar, which means that the block here is looking for you can title it. This would be sidebar. Oops, here we go. Sidebar widgets. And then you would choose a sidebar from the sidebar list. If you didn't have one, you'd have to go create one. And if you want to create sidebars, then please, if you haven't watched the video already, please watch the video in this playlist grouping called Creating Sidebar Widgets. And then what you could do is you can choose the sidebar widget that you want. Newspaper default, I don't even believe there's any in there now. Maybe in footer, not sure. So then whatever's in the sidebar there would be included in here. Okay. Next, you actually want to go to the block 2 here. Let's look at this block. This block is pulling from all categories, no filters, 6 posts, and header colors all the same. It's titled Don't Miss. It's got the scroller. Notice it uses Ajax, yes, and it uses the next previous Ajax pagination button scrollers, which is found here. And then you have text and gadgets, which is the block 2, and then you have the block 1, and then that's it for that row. Let's go back. It was using the ad box, but there is no code in the custom ad box on this site so far. Then you have another row, same thing, block 4, excuse me, ad box here on the right. Let's go down and look at that row. There's nothing on the right there, and then that's pretty much it. Called travel guides, yeah, that's a row, nothing on the right in the sidebar, and fashion trends. And so it's basically the same thing, and you get the idea. And then you have a full width custom ad box, and you can keep stacking as many rows as you want. You saw how tall this page got. You can make your page and build it out as tall and tough as you want. Now, this tutorial is for a homepage builder, but just so you know, if these weren't connected to, for example, categories, like this is the tech category. If you didn't point those domains to categories and you pointed them to pages similar to this page, similar to the Lawrence homepage build, you could make this almost its own different. This could be a different site altogether almost. And it seems like it's almost a different site. And see how powerful this building block Visual Composer system is. This is why we specifically chose the module based approach and building blocks for your particular website, because we knew the amount of content as well as categories and the division within your site that was necessary to showcase all the different categories as well as maybe external sites that you may have as a collaboration or conglomerate of all of those sites. And so this could be Lawrence custom homepage, but you could have under each you could have several different websites, almost showcases similar to this one, and you could have 10 different homepage layout styles that are blocks all built on, and not even categories with articles, but could be similar to this and have different layouts. So you may or may not want to. You may do that in the future. Right now you may just focus on the conglomerate being on your index page here, with these being your category titles. I would suggest that. And then dividing the homepage up into quick category outlets that match my homepage. But you have quite a scope of websites and things that you want to particularly showcase and do. So I'm sure this right here has expanded your ideas on what's possible with this template, as well as the navigation and the navigational capabilities of this template because of the modularized block designs using Visual Composer, which is a special modular design system for your particular site that will accompany and allow you to do those things. So, at any rate, that actually does conclude our training on homepage building. Once you update this right fast, just so you know, now you're probably wondering, well, how do I assign that to my homepage? Currently, your homepage is assigned to Change Your Water. Okay, and we temporarily have it redirect to this location here because we want everyone to go to your site, to go to this page until you say otherwise. But in the meantime, we've temporarily have index 1 now as the new site. Okay, and then you can build on that, and then we can remove the redirect that goes to the existing Change Your Water site, and then you can switch over to the new site. And when you're ready to do that and we've built out the site and you're ready to release it, then we can do that, or just direct it to one of the pages within the site. So now, right now, so the home page is pointed to the Change Your Water page. Okay, if you want to change that, what you'll do is you'll go into Appearance and go to Customize. Okay, when you go to Customize here, notice here is your previewing the newspaper template, site, navigation, static front page. You want to choose a static page for your front, except you want to make it Lawrence's custom homepage. Save that, and now the homepage no longer goes to Change Your Water, but it actually points now to the custom homepage that you just built now, and you're ready to go. And then you can still go to Change Your Water if you want, or Unity Conscious from there, Spaceship Earth, or this now here could be articles pulling from sections within each one of these pages and or your other sites and or your other articles, and then now you can now showcase the fullness of all that you want to show on lawrenceholtberg.com. So I hope this blessed you. I hope you can see now the power of the site that you have. And let's actually go back and change that temporarily back. Let's go ahead and click customize here, appearance, customize, and change this now to the static front page here. Let's change it to back to change your water here, save and publish, and now you'll see that the home page now points to the change your water page versus one of our homepage builds, and this is just a custom page, change your water. So this should conclude the totality of all the training that you needed for your site. There may be some small ins and outs questions on maybe some details. We will follow up with any supporting training tutorials to help you understand and along the way of building your site. And so I hope you were blessed by this this video tutorial, this training tutorials, and please see the Lawrence Holtberg training playlist on YouTube for all the videos that you need on your training. Thank you and have a blessed day.